Are you a good communicator? Hello, champions. I'm Dr. Meghana Dikshit, author of the book You Matter, and I'm thrilled to welcome you to our channel. Here we explore the fascinating realms of mind and brain, share the secrets to success, help you heal your past, and prepare for a brilliant future. If you are new, don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell. And to all our returning viewers, a heartfelt welcome. If you are ready to dive into the incredible world of brain potential, type dive in the chat box right now. There are two more ways I can help you in your journey of personal development. There are two links in the caption. First is to register for my live seminar for free to train your brain to achieve all your goals. And second is to purchase my book You Matter through the link and start your personal growth journey with me. Today, I'm going to share with you 5 easy steps to become an effective communicator. But before that, my cook has been working with me for some years now. She knows our likes and dislikes. As she is also working in many other homes, she is always in a hurry to finish the cooking quickly and leave. Now, this incident happened a couple of weeks back. I had guests over for lunch. There were few extra dishes to be prepared. I told my cook what to do. As her behavior, she prepared everything in a hurry and left. When we sat to it, realized that she had missed putting salt in 2 dishes. The next day, I pointed it out to her and asked her to be more mindful and at ease while cooking. She immediately turned around and said, if I don't like her cooking, then she should keep somebody else. I got irked by her answer and told her that I will now start to look for a better cook. What do you think happened here? Do you think we had a wholesome communication? Were we communicating what we intended to each other? Communication has different layers to it. One is verbal and the other is non-verbal. We use the language, the words to communicate. But along with that, we also use our eyes, our hands, and our bodies to communicate. In any communication, it's not just the sound of the words and their literal meaning, but also the tone and the way the words are communicated give an entirely different meaning to the communication. Communication is a two-way process. If I am communicating something, the other person is receiving that communication, in their mind, breaking it down to understand the meaning, forms his or her answer and communicates back. Now here is the key. Listen carefully. What I communicate, the other person breaks it down and makes the meaning out of it. This is the most important aspect of any communication. Going back to the episode with my cook, when I told her to be mindful while cooking, the meaning that she took was that I am unhappy with her cooking and I am criticizing her. Hence, her response to me was, you can keep another cook. And when she said that, I broke it down and took the meaning that she was being rude and unwilling to change. Is this making sense to you? Type making sense in the chat box. Does this mean effective communication is difficult? Communication is a skill to be built. Effective communication is essential not only in our personal life but professional and social as well. Who is a good communicator? In your opinion, let me know in the chat box. The most important quality of a good communicator is a very good listener. And becoming a good listener is also a skill to be built. To become an effective communicator, first learn to be a good listener. To become a good listener, we have to learn to listen with our heart open and just ears. We hear with our ears, but listen with our hearts. When somebody is having a conversation with you, observe the way you are listening. Most of the times, our mind wanders, even before the person has finished what they want to communicate. The reply is formed in our head and we are eager to speak. This is not a good listening quality. This happens especially during arguments. We close our hearts and we stop listening. We only hear the words and keep on reacting. This escalates the situation, and if either of the party does not take a pause, then the situation can escalate into abuse. So to be effective as a communicator, most important is to listen with your open heart. Wait patiently for the person to complete what they want to say. Take a minute to understand what was being communicated. If required, reiterate what was said so that you have the clarity and then form your response and then communicate. Now get your pen and paper, as I'm going to share with you 5 easy steps to become a good communicator. Are you ready? Type ready in the chat box. Step 1. Letting go of your past beliefs. Now this is easier said than done. 99% of the time, our past beliefs come in the way of we wanting to communicate effectively. Many years back, when I was struggling in my career, one of my beliefs was that I don't deserve good things in life. And because of this belief, in my communication, I would be very apologetic and often would say sorry, and this further affected my career. Today, I'm confident and I know where I'm coming from, and this comes across in my communication. Step 2. Learn on non-verbal communication. How to use your hand gestures, voice modulation, tonality, our body language. It is must as an effective communicator. Step 3. Ask questions to get more clarity. Do not assume. Let me repeat, do not assume. Ask, can you please repeat what you just said? Asking questions is good not only for the listener but also for the communicator. When the listener asks the communicator to repeat or express more on what was said, the communicator has a time to consider and reconsider the initial communication. This brings clarity. Step 4. Using appropriate language. If you're speaking oranges and the listener is listening apples, there is a problem. Using proper language is a key for good communication. The language that we use can impact the message that we want the listener to receive. Step number 5. Reflection. It's also good to reflect on your communications that you have had through the day. Ask yourself, did it go well? Did I say it right? Or can it be different? In what other ways I could have communicated the same message? These reflective questions help us to evaluate our communication skills. It helps us to focus on the areas for improvement. Practice here is the key. Communication as a skill is to be built. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Share it with your friends and family and let them also benefit.